everyone. Happy Thanksgiving and welcome to H-Town High School Sports, powered by Vype. I'm Todd Freed. There was loads to be thankful for on this holiday weekend with tremendous action in round 3 of the UIL football playoffs, where we begin with the undefeated and state's number 5 ranked Katy Tigers facing the Summer Creek Bulldogs.
There's the undefeated Katy Tigers, and Summer Creek looking to avenge last year's loss to Katy in the regional finals. But Katy came out strong, led by Seth Davis up the middle. Great move. Davis down the left sidelines, all the way to the 6. Set up a touchdown and a 7-0 lead. Later in the first quarter, here's Seth Davis again. He breaks out of there, and then Davis on another huge run. They got a touchdown, 14-0. Davis rushed for 252 yards in the second. Caleb Koger fires. Adam Jackson, touchdown, 21-0. Later in the second quarter, here's Koger to the back of the end zone, and Luke Carter has it. Touchdown, 28-0 at the half. In the third, Bulldogs now. Jarrett Jones scrambles left, goes deep. Rorion Richardson has it and tackled at the 5-yard line. Then Jones back to pass. He fires to Richardson. Diving catch. Touchdown, 28-7 after 3. But the Katy defense was stout. Here's Jimmy Frisco Alasuluafu with the sack. Tigers win 35-7. They go to 13-0 and advance to next week's state quarterfinals. Hightower Hurricanes coming out to face C.E. King, 6A Division II regional semis. Winner takes on Katy. Hightower early on. Jeremy Payne scores 7-0 Hurricanes. C.E. King with the ball now. Denham Johnson back to throw, but it's intercepted by Chisholm Onwuzurigbo. 34-yard touchdown, 14-0. Panthers now in the second. It's Denham Johnson. He slips a tackle and another, and he takes off. 47-yard touchdown, 14-7 Hightower. Then for Hightower, Joseph Stewart back to throw, but his pass gets batted, and Tegan Bocard, the diving interception. That was nice. Panthers drive it down. Keith Willis had a big game, gets out of there, touchdown. It's tied at 14. More C.E. King. Here's Keith Willis, says, "Get out of my way!" 12-yard touchdown, 21-14 Panthers. In the third, C.E. King adds to the lead. Denham Johnson back to throw. A strike to Vincent Jones on the money. 32 yards, 28-14. Hightower trying to battle back. Caleb Davis on the carry. He's thrown down. No, he stays on his feet. Down the sidelines he goes. Spectacular 41-yard run. That sets up Jeremy Payne. In the rain, touchdown. That cut it to 28-21. In the fourth, big play here. Hightower, 4th and goal at the 2. Payne to the end zone. Does he get in there? No, say the officials. C.E. King wins 38-21. They will face Katy next Friday in the regional finals.
Now under the Friday night holiday lights, a huge showdown in Class 6A Division I, Region 3, had the Atascocita Eagles taking on the Ridge Point Panthers. Both teams were 10-2 on the season, with Ridge Point owning a 10-game winning streak, while Atascocita's only losses were by the slimmest of margins to Katy and North Shore. So the stage was set for our Fred Haas Auto Group Game of the Week.
Here comes Atascocita facing the Ridge Point Panthers. Great game on a rainy night in Cypress. First quarter, Atascocita. Zion Brown fires. Preston Cooper extends. Touchdown. What a catch by Preston Cooper. Watch it again. That is pretty. Ridge Point now. Austin Carlisle back to throw. He goes deep to Ashton Bethel-Roman, and Ashton, nice catch, down to the 6-yard line. Then for the Panthers, Ezel Jolly takes it, and this is jolly good as he dives it in. The game is tied at 7. in the second quarter now. Ridge Point, Carlisle back to throw, but he's hit hard by Markel Dorsey Abram into the hands of Michael Muskies. And look at him rumble, finally brought down at the 11, but they did not score. Now, Ridge Point back with the ball at their own 8. Austin Carlisle goes long, and Ashton Bethel Roman has it right there. 92-yard touchdown, 14-10, Ridge Point. Now, Atascocita, Zion Brown, quick pass, Darrell Gill, left side, and Darrell takes off. 48 yards for the touchdown. It was 19-14, Eagles at half. In the third quarter, Atascocita drives it down. Torrey Blaylock, touchdown. It's 26-14. But Ridge Point comes back. Here's Austin Carlisle going long to Mason Dossett. That is pretty. 65-yard touchdown. That cut it to 26-21. Then more Ridge Point. Here's Carlisle again. Back to throw to Ashton Bethel Roman. And a great catch. They got a field goal, 26-24. In the fourth, Atascocita, Zion Brown, quarterback draw, and he blazes his way. 46 yards for the touchdown, 33-24 Atascocita. Then the Eagles back with the ball. Torrey Blaylock had a big game. Big run here. First down. Then they had a 1-hour lightning delay. Atascocita added 2 late touchdowns, and the Eagles win 46-24. They advance to next week's state quarterfinals. Your Fred Haas Auto Group Game of the Week. Storming the field at Rhodes Stadium is Cinco Ranch, and here is defending 6A Division I state champion North Shore. North Shore's second play of the game, Rashad Johnson takes it and breaks it. He rumbles 73 yards for the touchdown. It was 7-0 North Shore as he gets in there. Cinco Ranch answers. Gavin Rutherford back to throw. He goes long and he finds Seth Salvarino on the money. 46 yards. Game tied at 7. Then the Cougars take the lead. Rutherford keeps and scores. It's 14-7 Cinco Ranch. But back comes North Shore. David Amador has it. He'll throw to Terrence Guillory. Touchdown, 21 yards. Game tied at 14. In the second quarter, North Shore now. Here's Johnson again on the carry. Rashad Johnson all the way to the 3-yard line. Then from there, Johnson back to work. He gets a touchdown. He rushed for 212 yards, 21-14. Late in the third quarter now, North Shore again. DeAndre Hardiman, left side, and he stays in bounds. Touchdown, 28-14, North Shore. Cinco Ranch still battling. Here's Eric Ekstrom with the score. It was 35-21, North Shore after 3. In the fourth, more Mustangs. Hardiman takes it, and he breaks out of there. 33-yard touchdown. North Shore wins 43-21. They will face district rival Atascocita next Friday in the 6A Division I Region 3 Finals.
In the Class 5A Division II playoffs, perennial powerhouse Fort Bend Marshall brought an 11-1 record and 11-game winning streak into its regional semifinal against the Lake Creek Lions out of the Montgomery ISD. As for Lake Creek, the Lions owned an undefeated 12-0 record and were in the midst of the best playoff run in school history.
Fort Bend Marshall all set to go, and so were the undefeated Lake Creek Lions. But Marshall came out tough. Quarterback Jordan Davis to Andre Feast, and he had a Thanksgiving feast. Look at him go. 40 yards for the touchdown, 7-0 Buffs. Lake Creek on offense now. Quarterback Kay Tessier gets chased, and then on the run, his pass is going to be intercepted by Joshua Lair, brought down at the 25-yard line. That would lead to this. Jordan Davis takes it, and he will score 14-0 Marshall. More Buffs now in the first half. Jordan Davis again to a wide open Larry Benton, 23 yards, 21-0. Then it's Davis again. This time he scrambles out of it. He throws to Jacaden Ferguson. Touchdown, 33 yards. It's 28-0. Now, Lake Creek gets on the board. Kay Tessier to Sam Lee, has it 28-7. But the Buffs answer. Here's Jordan Davis again. This time, an 8-yard score. It's 35-7, Fort Bend Marshall. Final seconds of the first half. Lake Creek, Tessier to Sam Lee. Touchdown. That was pretty. 35-15 at half. But in the third, here's Davis back to work to Jacaden Ferguson and touchdown. Fort Bend Marshall wins big, 55-18, and will face Port Neches Groves in the regional finals.
Welcome back to H-Town High School Sports, powered by Vype. I'm Todd Freed. Resuming our football coverage right now. We're among the private schools in the TAPS Division II state semifinals. The Second Baptist Eagles face none other than district rival Fort Bend Christian Academy. Now, Second Baptist defeated Fort Bend Christian in the regular season, but at stake this time around, a berth to the state championship final.
On a sunshiny day on Saturday, here comes Second Baptist for Fort Bend Christian early on. Brady Deaver fires to Brian Domino down the sidelines and out of bounds at the 2-yard line. From there, out of the Wildcat, Kobe Sellers takes the snap, right side, touchdown. Second quarter now, Fort Bend Christian, Brady Deaver back to throw. This is pretty to Brian Domino on the money. Nice at the 2-yard line. Then it's Deaver to Domino. That's the domino effect. 14-0 Fort Bend Christian. Later in the half, Second Baptist on the move. Turner Murdoch scrambles, and then nice pass to Cannon Toom. Takes it, spins, and brought down at the 8-yard line. Backed up to the 20 now. Here's Murdoch to the end zone to Toom. Toom gets leveled, but hangs on, and the flag. 14-7 Fort Bend Christian at half. In the third, Fort Bend threatening. Deaver to Domino. Touchdown. And Fort Bend Christian with the impressive 41-14 victory. They advance to the TAPS Division II state final against Fort Worth All Saints Episcopal.
Last week here on the show, we highlighted a final second victory for the Cinco Ranch Cougars in round 2 of the Class 6A football playoffs. It was the second game for Cinco Ranch since the passing of beloved Cougars teacher and coach Bruce Hayes. Still, in what you could say was a sign from above, Hayes' spirit was ever so present all the way through the dramatic final play of the game.
Get the job done, let's go! Cougars on 3, family on 6! 1, 2, 3!
It's round 3 of the Class 6A Division I football playoffs, and with 5 seconds to play, Cinco Ranch and Cy-Fair are tied at 10. But on the game's final play, Santiago Taborda boomed a 45-yard field goal to give Cinco Ranch a dramatic 13-10 victory.
The crowd was going crazy, but I trusted my team. I trusted the long snapper, Fisher Reed, Jack McCall as well, the holder. Right when I hit it, I knew it was going to go in. So I turned around, just embraced it. I didn't even look at it to go in. I knew it was going to go in.
The refs kind of gave a delay there, so we're kind of sitting there for a half second. Did he make it? Did he miss it? Are we going to overtime? And when the hands went up, man, just mayhem ensued, and it was a special moment for Santiago and for our team.
Taborda's heroics would come just 10 days after the passing of Cinco Ranch kicking coach Bruce Hayes, a beloved English teacher, mentor, and even girls soccer coach who lost his life to a long and courageous battle with cancer. But Hayes' spirit was ever so present in the inspirational playoff victory.
That's really the first thing that popped into your mind as we were setting up the kick. You're kind of thinking, oh man, this is, Coach Hayes, our kicking coach, and he's upstairs watching us, and maybe he's gonna give us a little extra push at the end there, and and sure enough, it just clears the crossbar. You think of that, and you immediately just think how proud he was looking down and seeing seeing the Cougars advance.
Yo, that was the most incredible game ever.
Oh, that was awesome. Yeah.
Most incredible.
It was like a movie because
It was
like,
a movie.
You saw it and you didn't know if it was in. And
I know. It was like this much. I know he's just up there smiling and cheering him on and just excited for the team, excited for the coaches, and excited for the young man. I just love how y'all threw him all up in the air and he's just like, oh.
There you ran over. He's like, oh.
I know Bruce is going, yeah.
Oh yeah, he was for sure.
That's my
he
guy.
did a little push on it.
Yeah.
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 Whenever I kicked it, it was one of the first things I thought about was just how happy I made him, how happy I made also the teammates, my coaches, and everything. And it meant a lot for me.
Hayes coached and taught at Cinco Ranch for the last 20 years. He founded the school's Joy Prom, which provides proms for those with special needs. Hayes was a leader in Special Olympics and was honored with both the Cinco Ranch High School and Katy ISD Teacher of the Year awards.
His impact, it's been thousands of people through the years. The kids that he poured into, the students, the athletes. He was just always thinking of others. Very selfless, caring, genuine man.
As kicking coach, Hayes had developed a special bond with Taborda. Within moments after Taborda's game-winning kick, Sharon Hayes was flooded by an outpouring of response from the Cinco Ranch community.
I got about 45, texts coming in, going with everything, and I just was crying because I was so excited for Santiago because he and Bruce had a special relationship, and Bruce really appreciated his just commitment to his hard work. Santiago is a great example of a good, wonderful young man, and that's what was important to Bruce.
You think he was kind of looking over you when you made that kick?
Yeah, I think he was too. I know he's happy, and wherever he is, I know he's happy looking down on us and rooting for us to win state.
Hayes' motto in life was chase what matters. What matters ever so much for Cinco Ranch is the lasting impact left by a teacher, mentor, and coach. And just perhaps, even a boost from up above for his beloved Cinco Ranch Cougars.
Cougars on 3, family on 6. 1, 2, 3. Cougars back 6. Family.
Welcome back to H-Town High School Sports. I'm Todd Freed. In volleyball, the Tompkins Falcons wrapped up a sensational season last weekend by advancing all the way to the 6A state championship finals. For the season, Tompkins had a lofty 42-5 record, including a win over Keller in the state semifinals. And the one and only coach in Tompkins volleyball history, Allison Merrill, gets our nod as the ARS Coach of the Week.
They just worked really, really hard from day one. They knew what their goals were all year. We revisited them several times, but in the end, it was just a magical experience for everybody.
You've been at Tompkins since the start, 2014. So what was it about this team that put you over the top?
I don't know, other than they're just special. They worked really hard. They loved each other. The chemistry that the seniors on down, everybody worked together so well, and really on the court and off the court, made it a really special environment.
You got it done in the state semifinals. First time ever you're in that Final Four and you go in there and you win that match. What about that?
They were gritty. We were down 2-1, and they had to fight back in the fourth set, and then they really took over in the fifth set. It was just gritty. It was nobody's going to play harder than us, which is kind of our mantra for our program, and they embodied it so well.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. In the spirit of Thanksgiving, we are quite thankful for another action-packed edition of the Rhythm Energy Electrifying Plays of the Week.
Katy Tigers against Summer Creek. What a game by Seth Davis. One big run after another. Great moves here down to the 3-yard line. He rushed for over 200 yards and the Tigers win. North Shore's Rashad Johnson also rushed for over 200 yards. Second play of the game against Cinco Ranch. Takes off on a 73-yard touchdown. Same game, how about DeAndre Hardiman for the Mustangs? Great move there, and then he busts free on a 33-yard touchdown, and the Mustangs win. Fort Bend Marshall against Lake Creek. Jordan Davis was spectacular. Here, he gets out of trouble and finds Jacaden Ferguson for the touchdown in the Marshall win. Atascocita, Zion Brown fires to Preston Cooper, and what a catch for the touchdown against Ridge Point. Watch it again. Preston Cooper way up there. What a grab. Same game for Ridge Point. Austin Carlisle goes deep to Mason Dossett, and he has the 65-yard touchdown. Same game. This is Carlisle going long to Ashton Bethel-Roman, who makes the terrific catch. Same game for Atascocita. Zion Brown just takes off, and he's gone. 46 yards in the Eagles' victory. Best play that did not count. Hightower, Joseph Stewart in trouble, goes to Jeremy Payne. Sensational catch and an apparent touchdown, but no, it was called back against C.E. King. This one does count. C.E. King, Denham Johnson throws a strike to Vincent Jones as C.E. King moves on in the playoffs. Your Rhythm Energy electrifying plays of the week.
All right, a feastful of electrifying plays. Thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, stay H-Town proud.